Um, he made a reference to buying gold and silver. I think that's a really good idea. However, you cannot eat gold and silver. It is imperative that you start storing food, and I will tell you simply why. If they do crash the dollar, which they are going to do, in order to create a global currency and a global government, you won't be able to buy food. He made reference to the currency being devalued 6-1 in the next several months. Gasoline will go to $18, $20 a gallon. Truckers will not be able to deliver product. What you have is what you'll have. Okay? It is imperative to, if you can, start forming within your community gardens, figuring it out. You need to start talking about this. I know most people are simply not open to it. Just do the best you can. I mean, we're all fighting the fight. Now, America is on the front line of this, and the reason is simple. America created a new domain of knowing. America was created to get rid of the aristocracy of the old world, to create something new, to create individual liberties, to create personal freedoms. That was never known in the world before. And we have that. And because of our apathy, we have lost virtually all of those. And it is no one else's fault. It is our own fault. We have known since the 60s that the CIA has been trafficking narcotics. We know this. We have known that the CIA has been assassinating and overthrowing governments. We have known that there's been a cover-up of what there is on the moon and inside our solar system. We know this. We know that there is extraterrestrial life. We know this. That is no longer the discussion. We know that the government has become corrupt. Okay? The people, the personages that rule the planet are not us. They are not human beings. And I will say this with my very last breath. They are not us. Okay? Now, what happened was that they took over because they think holographically. It was very easy to get around the pyramidal power structure on Earth because it's completely obsolete everywhere else out there. So if you come in using a holograph, using holographic technology, but thinking, what you do is you create your structure everywhere so no matter what happens, whether one group gets taken out, another group takes out, is gone, the other components are still there to rise up and still manage and control because each of these components have a picture of the whole. And they have all the technology and everything they need to continue to control and dominate and brainwash. Okay? We're over our heads here. But we're not alone. Now, what happened was they took over. It was very easy to take over the governments. You dangle technology. You dangle knowledge. You dangle ancient history. And you give them this technology in secret. Okay? You have it. We're going to give it to you. The United States of America made this mistake. So, Bob Dean, again, Mr. Dean made a reference yesterday to the missing trillions of dollars from the Federal Reserve. Okay, I have been told that it's $24 trillion is what they carry on their books. And virtually most of that has gone into the secret space program and the colonization of our solar system. You can choose to believe that or not. It doesn't matter, and it doesn't change the reality of it. Okay? So what happened was the pirates took over the ship. Okay? The governments, realizing that they had all this technology and that they were 1,000 years more advanced than we were, instead of telling everyone, hey, we have a problem here, and standing tall and doing the right thing, they joined the pirates. We are literally only now, as passengers on the ship, finding out and realizing that we've been hijacked. Okay? That's the movement. And many people are going to have a very difficult time when they realize that reality is not at all what they think it is or what they thought it was. Even those of us who have been exposed to this for many, many years have oh shit moments. It's impossible not to, you know? Yes, our politicians sold out. It was easy to corrupt them. We have an enormous mess. They're stuck in the middle as well. Over the next year and a half, there's going to be so many changes. America is the focal point here of this, and the reason for that is because Americans, despite our educational system, are still very smart. We are very able to think out of the box. We are excellent problem solvers, and we are armed to the teeth. They constantly will have to be looking over their shoulder unless they take us out. And ladies and gentlemen, that's the goal. They cannot have a new world they cannot have a world government without taking out the U.S. And I mean taking it to its knees. Now, this is not the portion, this is not where the whole presentation is going, but it's important to give you this background because the world used to look to us for the ideals of freedom. Immigrants all over the world have come to America. My grandparents were immigrants to this country because they believed in individual liberties. They believed in freedom. They believed in the principles that were in the Constitution, the Declaration of Independence, and the Bill of Rights. And ladies and gentlemen, that is who we are. We are not the crap that they show you on television. Gentlemen, you are not. Gentlemen, you are not the weak-kneed, sissy morons they try to portray us on television either. You are strong, you are family-oriented, you have faith, and you are warriors. And you're going to need to take a stand and defend your country and your family. Make no mistake about it. The two gentlemen that were here talking about the super soldiers, yeah, they're here. They're definitely here. They're hybrids. They're here. Okay? And there's more that's been going on. I was hoping that one of them would talk about what happened in Dulce, New Mexico. But they did not. And I don't necessarily want to go there either because, oh God, it's sick. It's sick. Okay? No, there's other things to cover. But I bring it up because many people that have the knowledge, that have been in black ops, special ops, that have been involved in the ET component, know about that small rogue group. And they're not gone yet. Some of them are still here. All right? And they still create and wreak havoc. I also want to tell you, and I have been asked to share this with you, about the vaccine, the new swine flu vaccine. Mornay has told me to tell you, or everyone, that this vaccine will permanently damage your DNA. So, whatever else comes out of that, it will permanently damage your DNA. Now, many of us in the community and in the world as a whole, we can't even agree on what the problem is. And because of that, we will never even agree on a solution. So it's imperative that open dialogue continue to occur. And I know that for those who have been in the exopolitics, that's what I'm basically calling the UFO community, exopolitics now, you have had a remarkable amount of patience. And your biggest tests are coming. Because as more and more of this information comes out, more and more people are going to want to ask you, who they thought were crazy, what the hell's going on? They're going to want to know. And you're going to have to try, in a very calm manner, explain it to them. Even though you yourselves are going to have all the butterflies, you're going to be wondering, how the hell am I going to even deal with this? because you have some background information.